Because as the months ahead become increasingly rocky, you will want to capture and stand in that center that is at the very core of your being. Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Jacobs. Thank you for coming together for the collective's June transmission. The May energy was all about thresholds. It was all about staying the course as you come upon your threshold, crossing your threshold, deciding if you want to cross or not. It doesn't matter. It was about staying with the threshold and staying the course. June energy is very different. There is a transition happening. We are moving into more robust times, and it will be really necessary for you to continue to explore your own evolution, to explore your own inner self, your own higher self, your own energy field, which essentially means continue to stay the course, but allow yourself to stand and begin to stand in your power. Let's move into the collective's June transmission. Yes, as we begin this message, we are the collective and we are thanking you for being with us in this very moment. For the previous moments have been about conveying that which is happening possibly for you as an individual soul, but for the collective humanity, and what is happening for the earth herself, for Gaia, as she moves into her own evolution and becomes a part of the galactic legion, shall we say, the green heart of the universe. We have discussed this many times. We will not do so again here, but the channel was right to capture the theme from the last transmission, which was stay the course. Now, this for you meant continuing to develop or stand in your own energy field, to begin to feel into it, to integrate that which feels like a new direction, a creative expression, a new modality, perhaps your awareness of your own awakening. Perhaps your awareness of your own telepathic sense, perhaps your awareness of your own magic, whatever it is, perhaps a new relationship, as we have stated before. Many new relationships are coming into your experience because of your awakening. Now, this is vital that you continue to stay the course. This is not about changing course right now. This is about staying in your own power, stepping into and standing in your own power. It is vital that you do so because as the months ahead become increasingly rocky, shall we say, you will want to capture and stand in that center that is at the very core of your being, the very heart space that is connected to the cosmos, to your source, and to the mother herself from below. It all blends right in the center of your being, in your heart space, in your heart chakra. Just as the earth is becoming and becoming or reclaiming the green heart of the universe, she also would like to connect more deeply with every soul's heart. Now, as you stay the course, and as you move into the next moments upon your planet, the next moments in your humanity's evolution, you will find that it is necessary to stand in your power, which is really about holding the presence of your being, the presence of your magic, the presence of your awakening, the presence of your divinity. Now, this divine presence that you are is of your own making. You can claim it as widely or as deeply as you wish, but it is nonetheless the spark that is within you now. It has always been, will always be. Your divine spark is readily available to you. And indeed, as you begin to hold the presence of your being, the presence of your becoming, the presence of your power through your day-to-day activities, in your workplace, In your relationship, certainly. As you begin to express or explore new creative endeavors, that which wants to come through you, that which wants to come through you in an ever greater or bigger or larger or more expressive way, a more heartfelt way, as you begin to explore new dimensions and new powers that live within you that want to resonate with you. Now, it is always up to you to select or choose those powers that resonate most for you, and we encourage you to do so. This is about expanding your presence, about standing in your presence, about naming your presence, that which is your power. Now, you can do this in a general sense just simply by standing in your power, claiming it, claiming your sovereignty, your divine light, your divine spark. Yes, this is who you are. Now, as the world continues its unraveling and its dismantling, you will ever be ever more called into your presence. And this is where the truth of your being lies. This is where the very essence of who you are lies. This is where the very essence of humanity is. It is about the presence of your divinity and your divine right and your divine birthright and your spiritual worth. Yes, as was captured by the channel in recent days. The essence of his spiritual worth. Now, this is true for him to consider, ponder, and dive into. It is as true for you to consider your own spiritual worth. How do you feel about your worthiness? Generally, how do you feel about your worthiness in taking on a spiritual journey? How do you feel about your worthiness in expanding your multi-dimensional self? How do you feel about simply writing in a journal? It can be as simple as that. How do you feel about stillness or meditation or other spiritual practice? Anything that will connect you to your higher self or to your innermost self is of vital importance at this time, because this is where you can begin to understand your presence. And it is where you can begin to understand the gravity of your presence. It is where you can begin to grasp the very nature of your being, that you are of a spiritual nature and that you are of the highest vibration. But you must choose and you must always take that step. This is something that you cannot, as you would say on your plane, you cannot bypass the inner work. Now, the inner work will become ever more clear to you, will present itself in an ever more accelerated way. And if you choose, or when you choose, we hope it is when you choose to face those shadows, those stories that continue to creep up upon you, to continue to hold you back, to continue to interfere with your evolution, though they can never truly interfere. But you must take the step to face them, to dive into them, to explore them, to simply ask your shadow, what is this about? You may say, I am tired of this expression. I am tired of this interference. What is this about? And the ability for you to face what this is also in an accelerated way is occurring now. You do not have to spend years and years diving into the same stories. You can simply explore them, accept that they have been part of your experience, and dismiss them. Dismiss them. Now, it may feel like that you have dismissed them, and they may reappear, but they may appear more fragmented. And it is those fragments that will require additional care, but they are less strenuous, shall we say. They are less threaded to your core. They are less threaded in their karmic environment, in your overall evolutionary blueprint. It is easier to dismiss a fragment than it is to dismiss a whole piece of shadow. Now, do not be afraid of these shadows, for they do not hold the light. And as you begin to stand in your presence, begin to accept who you are as a divine being upon this planet now in this evolutionary cycle, which you have chosen to be a part of, to participate in, to actively evolve into the next dimension, for it will occur with or without you. This is not to mean that you will be left behind, but it is far better to participate in an evolving state than it is to participate in a devolving state. So we ask you to begin to come into your awareness of your own abilities, your own capacity, for it is vast and deep, wide. It is high and low, grounded, nurtured. It is that which you are, but your awareness makes all the difference. Makes all the difference. You are guided every step of your journey, in every incarnation. But the awareness of it is what is most important now, as you awaken to who you are, as you awaken to the depth of who you are, as you awaken to all that is, that you are one and interconnected with all that is. Now, as you move into your presence, and as the world continues its spin and its toil, you will find that your presence becomes impenetrable because it is penetrating your energy field. It is penetrating from you, your very being, your very spark that lives at your heart center, that lives throughout your energy field as it begins to expand in your awareness. You are pulsating an energy of a high frequency, of a high vibration. And the more you are able to integrate this, to stabilize in this higher frequency, the more you are able to stand in your presence, to hold your presence, to be in your presence without force, without judgment of others who are maybe struggling, or those who are of a higher ability at this moment. It does not matter. There is no hierarchy. But what is most important is that you stand in your own presence and that you own your own capacity, a capacity that is ever expanding. But you must integrate as you go these new energy waves as they move into your field, as they move throughout your body form. Allow your body to integrate, to capture, to stabilize. More will come and you stabilize. More will come and you stabilize. This is how it works. It is true for us as it is true for you. We are continuing our evolution here as the Earth is continuing hers, as other planets and beings are continuing their evolution into the light. It cannot be any other way, but you can make it harder on yourself if you choose to participate in the devolving frequency of the third dimensional plane. It is entirely up to you, of course. But wouldn't it be better to be impenetrable in terms of your energy field? Not your feelings, not your emotions to some degree, not your authenticity. We do not want to be impenetrable to your truth. That will want to be declared and shared in an ever more authentic way, yes. But your energy field, as you stand in your center, at the center of a storm, can be impenetrable. You can simply be a witness to what is occurring, or you can expand your field such that it encapsulates the lower frequencies and assists in the healing of the planet. You may assist in the healing of another, but only with permission. But only with permission to do so. But it is your presence that is of a healing nature. And the more you are able to vibrate in the highest frequency that is a part of your field, the more you are able to heal yourself and be a healing presence for another, or for your community, or for your planet. Indeed, one small energy spark within your presence is greater than every piece of lower vibrational frequency that is clinging to what it perceives as its power. Yes. It has lost its power, really, but it is clinging. And there are structures upon your planet that wish to maintain the status quo. Your media, your governments, all of this we have discussed before. We will continue to do so as they dismantle themselves. But you can facilitate and hurry along this dismantling by claiming your own presence. By claiming your own presence, by being in the others who are claiming their presence, by building a community of those who are evolving into an awakened experience here on the planet, those who are evolving into multi-dimensional beings, exercising and experiencing and playing with their own energy, their own modalities, their own magic, if you will. This is what is ahead. So, yes, it is staying the course in a way, but it is also staying the course as you hold your presence. Staying the course as you hold your presence. Your course is moving down its paths. It is taking a side road here and a side road there. It is moving forward nonetheless. It is moving forward nonetheless. And you are ever evolving, so you are never static. It may feel like this at times, but you are never static in your evolution. It cannot be. Your soul knows its blueprint and it knows its agreement here on this planet, in this incarnation. In this lifetime, it knows where it must go. All right, we wish you only pure love and pure light. We have compassion for your journey. And let us end with this. We thank you for your courage. We have said this before, but we see it here. We feel it. We feel the vibration of courage as it unfolds, as it strengthens, as it coils between the souls. The courage is emanating strongly. And whether or not most souls are yet aware of their awakened state, they are awakening nonetheless, and they are putting forth their courage, their desire for a new earth, a new way of life, there or anywhere, to capture that which is part of their divine heritage. Has nothing to do with religion or even spirituality. It simply is that which you are, that which you deserve. Humanity is worthy of this evolution into the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension, the seventh, eighth, ninth, on up. It shall be so. And we are here with you. You are supported in this. You are loved through this process. But you must continue to walk through this process, holding your presence. We are complete. We are here.